Are you looking for some quick and easy fundraisers to add into your PTO or PTA's fundraising plan? Well, I have a whole bunch of ideas for you, so let's jump right into it. Now, a lot of these ideas are more like passive fundraisers, things that you kind of set and semi-forget it, so it can be really a nice addition to a larger fundraising plan. I don't think any of these are really going to be standalone, fully fulfill your entire fundraising goal for the year, but they will help you get there. A lot of times it's just like stitching together a patchwork of smaller fundraising programs so that you can meet your goal. A pretty easy thing to install, not really, it makes it sound more official than it really is to install a sticker for elementary schools, of course, or like even middle schools, sticker or pencil machine. Kids are always running out of pencils, so I think it's great to have one on hand. And so kids can pop a quarter or 50 cents or however much the pencils are into the machine, and all your group has to do is just keep the machine refilled and pull the money out each month. Easy peasy. One to add in. Again, not a big money maker, but all these little things really add up. The next is to arrange for some Dine to Donate, like restaurant night fundraisers. Now, these do have the capacity to earn a lot of money for your group. To fund my son's after prom party for this last year, actually, it wasn't just for my son, but it was my son's class rather. So we arranged for monthly Dine to Donates with a local pizza shop. And actually it was twice a month. And the difference here was that they gave a percentage of all of the sales that walked through the door for a particular evening from like 4 to 8 or 5 to 8, I think it was the first and third Tuesdays of the month. And so we ended up making actually a good amount of money from that all year long. And it really added up to be about a quarter of what we raised for the year. And that was really easy because all it required was having a volunteer reach out to the shop, set up the dates, then having another volunteer publicize it, put it on Facebook. You can schedule them all at once at the beginning, make an event so that people who follow your page are reminded of that, and then setting up emails to go out. Those could all be scheduled too. So it was just like a couple hours of work for a bunch of money. On average, we raised about $500 a month. So it was really nothing to sniffle about compared to how much effort had to go in. It's an awesome way to also partner with a local community business. Along those same lines, another idea, if you have like a local skating rink, like a roller skating rink. Now this does sound old school, but the kids still really enjoy it. And groups with kids of all different ages are arranging these in my local area. We have our lower elementary schools are doing it. And even, I don't think we got one arranged for the high school this year, but even through the junior high level, kids showed up because they want to get together. It's just like a fun social event. And how it turns into a fundraiser is that the skating rink will give you a percentage back of every skater that comes through the door. And so it's very similar to the Dine to Donate, but it is more of an event that's very easy to set up. Again, it's just getting the right date, publicizing it, making sure families go, and then waiting for the check to roll in. Along the same lines, if you have a water park or a family fun center, like a game center or something like that, you can set up a family fun night as well. In my experience, the family fun center was a bigger fundraiser than the water park night, but still good to add into your repertoire, and they are good for schools and kids of all ages. So again, a nice complement to your existing fundraising plan. And the last fundraiser, now this one does have the capacity for, I think, a greater involvement or greater participation in raising more money overall compared to kind of the other ones, except for maybe the restaurant nights. And that is a no stuff or a check-a-thon. So this is where you just run a no stuff fundraiser where you're not offering any products for people to buy. You're just asking them to make a donation to fund your activities for the year, to fund the staff appreciation luncheon. And so you can make it so that families understand what they're contributing towards by breaking out the pieces parts and maybe setting up sort of like an impact campaign on Better World. I will drop a link to that fundraising platform that you definitely should be checking out in the description below. So the fundraiser works like you were asking for just a straight donation so that it will fund different aspects of your program year for your PTA or PTO. And when you set it up on Better World, you can actually add images. So you could say, do you want to buy breakfast for the staff and have it be like you have like $200 there, and multiple people can purchase towards that, so they can kind of feel good about what they're giving money towards. Now, that doesn't mean that if you get $1,000 for staff appreciation and nothing else, that's the only thing you can use that for. You can put that in the fundraiser's description that the money is going to be spread equally, but here are the main kind of areas that you're going to be spending money on, just to give that transparency so families understand what they're giving money towards. But it can be really, I think it's nice because it can give a way for people to understand what you're using the money for. A lot of times when PTOs and PTAs are asking for money and it's not like selling a product, people are a little like, wait, what's it for though? Like, how are you going to spend the money? They don't see the connection between their donation and what the school community is giving back. So by specifically breaking out the different things that the money is going to go towards in that fundraising impact campaign, then you can make that perfectly crystal clear to them. And I think that, like I said, has the potential to raise a lot more money than perhaps any of the other fundraising ideas that I've listed out here. Now, why do these fundraisers work? Why are they quick and easy? I've already explained how most of them take very little time to kind of set up. I think probably the most elaborate fundraiser described here is the impact campaign or the checkathon or the straight donation campaign, because you could spend time being a little more creative coming up with the different sections that you want to raise money for and finding imagery to match that. But generally, they're all pretty low time commitment when you compare them to other types of fundraisers. The other reason that these fundraisers tend to work, especially the restaurant nights or the water park nights or the family fun nights or even the skating parties, is it's kind of stuff that families are already kind of inclined to do anyway, or that the kids are inclined to do anyway. And so it can make it an easy sell if you're saying, hey, just go ahead and do this on this one night and your participation will benefit the PTO and the school. Like, that is super attractive for parents because they're going to already be doing it anyway. Like, people need to eat dinner every night. And so if you're saying, hey, I've already got dinner planned for you, you go here to this one restaurant and ordered whatever you want off their menu, that makes it super easy for them to go, why, yes, I think I do want pizza every first and third Tuesday of the month. Thank you very much for figuring that out for me. So a lot of times it's a build it and they will come sort of thing. Again, they might not have on their plans to go to the water park, but if you specify that it's going to be a fun night and that other families for the school are going to be going too, then like I said, it's a build it and they will come sort of thing. It can lead up to having a really profitable fundraising game in the end, as long as you keep things organized and planned. I hope you enjoyed this video and you will join me for the next one. Want even more guidance on how to be a stronger leader so you can run a better PTO or PTA? All these resources and more are waiting for you at ptoanswers.com.